This is what happened. We're actually just heading east to Denham Springs, but as you can see over there, complete gridlock. The river has overflowed its banks, and we
Yes. I'm sitting here in my hospital room and I'm looking at the TV set. We've told you before in other posts, that going to 23 September 2015, that we are in dire straits and that there will be torture and tyranny and all of this, and it's just out of total control. An imam in the mosque and partner was shot to death in the daylight in Brooklyn or someplace. In Milwaukee, they're burning down Walmart, and people are getting shot. In Louisiana, there are floods going on. And in this place, there are fires. And in this place, there are tornadoes. In this place, every day, people are being killed. Beautiful young lady, 30 years old, goes out jogging and is raped and killed. And a week later, another lady, the same. What is going on? We know what's going on. It is a horror. So I say to you, my brothers, my sisters, forget the I that you're living in. Forget the me that you're living in. Forget wondering about who's going to be the president. We have to do something. We have to stop the tyrannical actions, the stupidity of Donald Trump. He's a dajjal. He is soulless. You cannot talk to people the way he talks and expect that you're going to bring harmony. There are riots at his meetings. And then you take Hillary Clinton, and you've tortured her for 40 years, the most qualified human being in the United States of America, most honorable person. And you come up with all kinds of nonsense and all kinds of misunderstandings. You don't read about her. You listen to the conspiracists, the people who have been torturing her. Benghazi. Listen to me. She spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours in front of a Republican committee. They could not touch her because what did she have to do with it? She was sound asleep in her house. Stephen wanted to go. He forced himself to go. This was his duty, his responsibility, and yes, he passed from this world. Thousands of people are passing from this world over the wars in this. The wars were not started by Obama and ISIS and that. It's been going on 1,000 years. These wars have been going on 1,000 years. Go out and buy a book called The Other Islam, written by a man by the name of Stephen Schwartz. Do not think it's me. I did not write this book. I did not write this book. I did not write this book. But it tells you the whole history of the Sahaba and the Wahhabis and the Sunnis and the Shafis and the all of it. We're not yelling at you. We're crying. We're crying for humanity. We're crying for the pundits on TV who do not know history. They're no more investigative reporters. Nobody is really researching. It's only the thing that they research is the soundbite, and they put forth these questions to these people supporting Trump and supporting Hillary, and they go on and on and on about nonsense because news programs are supposed to be supported by the networks, by the stations, not be carried by them, not to be making the money for the station. And so they have to keep up this dialogue. CNN changed so that they would be more, get more people. And MSNBC changed their whole format. And they fired the head of the news and got a new news person. And they changed all their formats around. And they got Brian Williams there, and all. And they sit around and they laugh and they play and they ask stupid questions and they never get anywhere because they're not seeking out truth. The truth is you can't get anything done in Congress, not because of the liberal Democrats, but because Boehner and the other one in the House or the Senate said on first day of Obama's presidency that we want him to be a one-term president. We will not give him anything. And if you cannot get past the House that controls the money, nothing gets done. You have to go and not only know the Constitution, you have to know the 10,000 departments that run this country. You have to know the problems that we have and how each department resolves different things. We have to wake up to the fact that the NRA has put so much weapons into our hands that it is beyond control. Everyone has a gun. And the thought that one who a good man with a gun will kill a bad man with a gun. No, a bad man will kill a good man with a gun. Because the bad man doesn't care. The good man will put the gun and he'll think. We stood in front of someone and shot. It is the hardest thing in the world when you care. But the gangsters don't care. The disenfranchised don't care. Those who are walking on the street don't care because nobody cares about them. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. If I have hurt you, if I have harmed you by my words, please forgive me. There is no intent to harm. There is intent to wake up from the heedlessness of unknowing, unknowledge. Research. Read, learn, study, and act now. We've sat back, our people have sat back. The Bernie Sanders people have sat back and not, and all of a sudden one day woke up that we're in trouble. And Bernie Sanders fought so hard to get us back on track. But nothing that he proposes can be initiated because you have the majority of Republicans who don't want to give money even for Zika. People dying. And the Congress goes on vacation with no money. And the President Obama and his team has to borrow money from another section in order to support the fight against Zika. We have enough money, they say, till the end of the month, and then we have no money. Rubio says, I'm going back to Congress and I'm going to get money for Zika. And he goes out and decides to run for re-election and no money for Zika. Wake up, my brothers and sisters. We love you so. We love you so. Save yourself and save others. Go to your homes. Be quiet. And think and act. And do not try it. Do not put Trump in the White House by voting for Jill Stein or anyone else. It's an impossibility. Look at the history. It's never been done, and it never will be done. We've had Ross Perot. We've had Nader. We've had it all. Because of Nader, Bush became the president. Because Bush became the president, we had Iraq. They lied. Even got Colin Powell to lie to the United Nations and destroyed the United Nations. And then we have killed hundreds of thousands of people, Sunnis and Shiites, and destroyed. And when they went into Iraq, instead of taking the military and the police and helping them, they disbanded them all. And so they had no government but us. Don't you remember we had to go into Kuwait? Don't you remember that there were burning fires? Astaghfirullah. May you, may me, may I, may we, may us, may we all do our part in whatever particular venue feeds us, where we have the skill. If you have a skill in one thing, then do that. If you have a skill in another, and let's all unite together. People are coming together. We're trying to do good at the same time that the torments are coming our way. But they're coming every single day, faster and faster and faster. My tears are out there for you. Please. Don't shoot the messenger. But if you wish to shoot the messenger, we will give our life. We will give our life. Our life is nothing. So, I just got to do this. My heart cries so much. My heart cries so much. Ya Allah, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Isa, Ya Musa, Ya Ibrahim. Please intercede on our behalf. Ameen, ameen, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Yahoo.